Hello, welcome back. I'm Sarah, a somatic facilitator and coach, here to help you build nervous system resilience so you can live up to your fullest potential with ease and confidence. I'll be guiding you through meditation, breath work, visualization, and deep rest so that you can explore the pause between where you've been and where you're going. Welcome to Liminal Space. Today I'll be guiding you through a visualization. So start by taking a moment to find a comfortable position. You might lay down or find a seat. But wherever you land, you feel supported. If it feels good to do so, allow your eyes to close. Begin by noticing your breath. No need to change anything. Just simply observe the gentle movement of breathing. The inhale arriving. The exhale leaving. Perhaps noticing the subtle expansion of the belly and delicate rise of the chest as the lungs fill. And with each emptying of the lungs, allow the body to settle a little more. The shoulders softening, the jaw unclenching, the muscles releasing. Let your breath become an anchor for your attention, a quiet rhythm that brings you back to this very moment. Now imagine yourself standing in a wide open landscape. It's quiet here, spacious, a place between what has been and what is beginning to unfold. This is a liminal space. Here, nothing needs to be rushed. Nothing needs to be solved. You are simply standing at a point in your life where things are shifting. Even if you can't quite see the full picture yet. Take a moment to feel what it's like to stand here in this threshold. At this threshold, in this uncertainty, the ground steady beneath your feet, the space around you, the openness of possibility. Now imagine that somewhere in the distance, you notice someone slowly walking towards you. At first, you don't recognize who it is, just a figure approaching from afar. But as they draw closer, it becomes clear that this person is you. Not a previous version, but a version of you from the future. Someone who has moved through the things you're currently navigating. Someone who has grown, learned, softened, and adapted. A version of you who has continued walking the path. Allow them to come a little closer. Start to take them in. Notice how they carry themselves, the way they walk, the way they breathe, the way they hold their body. There is a steadiness about them. Not because life became perfect, but because they learned how to meet life differently. Perhaps their shoulders look more relaxed. Perhaps their breath moves a little slower. Perhaps there is a gentleness in their eyes. Or maybe a quiet confidence in their presence. Find rest here as you continue to observe them. And you start to understand that this is not a completely different person. It is still you, just a little further along the path. Someone who has continued growing, someone who has continued choosing themselves, someone who has trusted the process even when the path wasn't entirely clear. How does it feel to stand in their presence? Perhaps you sense a calmness in their energy, a sense of grounding, a feeling that they know themselves a little more deeply now. They know how to pause when life becomes overwhelming. They know how to meet themselves exactly where they are. They discern when they have the capacity to lean into their edge and when in fact they need to ease off. Their energy is rooted deep within them. Take a moment to feel that. Now imagine they share something with you. Maybe they speak. Maybe they simply offer a look of reassurance. Maybe they place a hand on your heart space or your shoulder. What do you visualize them saying? What do you need to hear today? If nothing springs to mind, allow the sharing to be a message of you're doing better than you think. Keep going. You do not need to rush. Everything you're moving through right now is shaping you. Whatever rose to the surface for you, give it permission to land again. This time a little deeper and more resonantly. This version of you isn't perfect. They still have challenges. Life still moves and changes, but something within them feels different. There is more space inside, more patience, more trust in themselves, more ability to pause, breathe, and to respond rather than react. Living fully isn't avoiding the difficult sensations. It's being able to stay present within them. Take a moment to notice the qualities that stand out the most in this version of you. Let those qualities become clearer and clearer. And you recognize that the longer you linger in their presence, the more of yourself you see in them. The qualities you admire already exist within you. They may still be growing, still unfolding, but they are already there. Who you're becoming isn't separate from who you are today. It's simply an expression of what is already developing within. This future version of you slowly starts returning to the distance from where they appeared. But before they leave, they offer one final reminder. Trust the path you are on. You are allowed to grow slowly. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to become somebody new. And everything you're experiencing right now is part of that unfolding. Trust the universe. Trust yourself. And then there's just you. The version of you who is listening to this podcast today. A little more empowered. Recognizing that you are enough. That everything is already within you. Gradually, the imagery of the wide landscape gently fades. Come back to this very present moment. Your awareness lands on your breath, its natural rhythm anchoring you. The subtle movement of your inhale and exhale, just happening without effort. And then take the slowest inhale you've taken all day. And then sigh out of the mouth. You are here. Notice the earth below supporting you. And when you feel ready, let some intuitive movement return to your body. The urge to open your eyes appears, and you take in your surroundings. Carry this quiet knowing that the version of you you're becoming is already within. Create space in your life for the liminal. These pauses and transitions are just as important as the destinations themselves. Rest well, and I'll see you next week.